Welcome to Working from Home, Part 1, Individuals. At the end of this micro-learning, participants will be able to identify universal challenges and stressors resulting from a sudden shift to the world of full-time remote work, describe a variety of virtual communication skills and team-building tools to strengthen work relationships and collaborations, create and employ several personalized self-care techniques. Some aspects of shifting to a fully remote work environment impact almost everyone. Transitioning to 100% remote is challenging, especially when the transition is sudden, unanticipated, and unplanned. Everyone will express this challenge differently, and self and other awareness is essential for making this transition work. Remote relationships require clear intentions, as well as open and authentic communication. This is much more difficult without the variety of nonverbal signals we normally get in person. When you can't physically see a coworker nod, smile, or even roll their eyes after you say something, it's easy to feel like your message is being misinterpreted or ignored. To avoid virtual miscommunication, you need to be ultra responsive. Never take more than one business day to reply to an email. You can always respond with a plan of action or a timeline so that others know you read their email and things are on track. When you find your communication getting complicated or your message is being misinterpreted and you're about to write a third email, pick up the phone instead. It's easier to course correct and reconnect on a call. Remind yourself to give others the benefit of the doubt. Everyone is under their own unique stress at this time. Always try to assume positive intentions, and remember, we're all just trying to do our best in a challenging time. Did you know that stress and anxiety can be contagious? With all the uncertainty that's present, it's important to distinguish between what is your anxiety and what is someone else's. If you're feeling unsure or flustered in a conversation, intentionally slow down your thinking in service of separating the facts from your emotion. Take a deep breath and focus on what your mutual goals are and what you might need in the moment. Quite often, what's being triggered emotionally has nothing directly to do with your real needs and goals. Slowing down can help you distinguish between your anxiety and when you're being pulled into someone else's. So whenever you need to, give yourself permission to slow down, take a deep breath, and acknowledge what you're feeling. This will allow you to be more intentional, increase your resourcefulness, and ensure that your responses support your goals. Let's take a practice breath together. Breathe in, hold, breathe out. The reality is, feeling isolated, disengaged, or disconnected right now is normal. While extroverts may find this transition particularly difficult, even introverts are affected. Humanizing your interactions is the easiest way to feel connected. Meetings don't always need to be 100% task-oriented. Remember to ask how others are doing before getting down to business. Intentionally creating time to talk about what is going well or what might be emotionally or logistically challenging provides time and space for the team to feel connected on a human level. Try video conferencing when you find yourself feeling disconnected. It's far more engaging than talking with a disembodied voice on the phone. When possible, set up a team chat to facilitate normal office one-off questions and water cooler conversations. You can use Skype, Google Hangouts, or whatever free service you prefer. Other ways to stay connected and collaborate on work include Microsoft Teams for chat, creating a virtual collaboration via OneDrive, and determining the best communication tool available for the task at hand. Video conferencing can also help avoid email floods and provide a sense of some control over your workflow and productivity. You can also create a sense of control through setting up your home workspace. First, designate one spot that is separate from where your personal life happens at home. If you have a separate office space, that's great. If not, carve out a small section of a room to provide the illusion of workspace separation. This is particularly important for distinguishing between work and personal time. So while it may seem comfy, ditch the couch, even if it's just for a small space in the corner of a room. A designated workspace will help create the feeling that you're officially at work. Be sure to include a place for tools and supplies in your designated workspace. If you can, consider workspace comfort factors. Pad your chair if needed. Adjust the height of your monitor with a shoebox. Create a file management system with whatever you have around. You could even create a visual separator from your home and office. Sure, it's a little weird, but it's still nice to have an organized, clean workspace that feels separate from where you'll recharge and unwind. Notice what's behind you and visible to others in a video meeting. If you can, balance professionalism with your home environment. No one needs to see your bed, laundry pile, or sink full of dirty dishes. Identify your personal pattern of tech loop distractors, and we all have them. Be aware of what triggers you and what your unique pattern looks like. Personally, I tend to start out with news headlines and then cycle through Twitter, personal emails, CDC updates, and then back to the news headlines. Being aware of your tech loop often serves to break the cycle and keep you from falling into too many online rabbit holes. Last, but certainly not least, we're going to talk about the importance of self-care and what you can do to increase your sense of well-being. Establishing a routine as quickly as possible helps set work-life boundaries and create a sense of normalcy. To start, set your working hours, just like you would if you were commuting in. This will help you work when you should be working and not work when you should be doing personal activities. It's also a good idea to communicate these hours with your whole team so they know your availability. Be sure to factor in breaks for meals, stretching, and refocusing. Recognize that it's normal for all those home projects you've been meaning to tackle someday will attempt to distract you in the beginning. Setting clear working hours and personal hours will help you stay focused during the day. Working remotely provides an opportunity to work on your meal routine. Ideally, meals and snacks should provide you with nutrition, energy, and satisfaction. A structured meal routine can help you recognize when you eat because of hunger and when you eat because of boredom or stress. Find foods that nurture you. If you can, try to structure your meals and think about and enjoy the nutrient-rich foods you are eating. If you have access to outdoor space, use it every day. If you don't have a yard or a porch, you can take a short walk, or even just open some windows and notice what is happening in nature. The most important aspect of self-care right now is being kind to yourself. Take time to celebrate and reward small successes. Find ways to treat yourself. This may be listening to a podcast or preparing a favorite meal. The world is changing. Some aspects of change are outside of our control, and some are within our control. Although this time is objectively challenging, try to embrace it as an opportunity. Learn something new, revisit something old, discover ways to contribute to others, spread kindness, appreciate how we are working together, doing the best we can, and supporting each other. Thank you.